DA has officially filed papers in the North Gauteng High Court against the EFF's planned national shutdown on Monday. During a press briefing earlier today, DA leader John Steenhuisen outlined the party's response to various threats on social media. He says it's written to the police minister and the president to reassure citizens that the security cluster is ready for the mass action next week.
We were approaching the court to ensure that the EFF complies with the conditions issued and permits granted by the relevant municipalities giving permission for protest action. These municipalities and enforcement agencies have lists of conditions against which peaceful protest is allowed. Secondly, we are going to be approaching the court today to seek a court interdict to ensure that the EFF leadership formally retracts all intimidation letters that they have issued, such as the letter issued to OR Tambo Airport, warning the airport authority not to allow any flights or business activity on that day. Thirdly, our lawyers have drafted a template affidavit that can be used by any business owners or citizens who have been intimidated by any EFF representatives to report such behavior and press formal charges of intimidation against the leadership of the EFF and their local representatives who act on behalf of the EFF's national leadership, and to request the SAPS to combat and investigate any violation of the legislation that regulates demonstrations, gatherings and events in South Africa. We call on all South Africans to utilize these instruments to stand against thuggery, lawlessness and a breakdown of law and order in South Africa. It will be available on our website, and we will widely distribute it on social media platforms so that every South African has a template where they will be able to take a stand against the intimidation and potential violence. Fourthly, the DA has written to the Police Minister Becky Cele to highlight the imminent threat posed to the economy, public-private infrastructure, as well as the safety of citizens by this planned national shutdown. We have called on Minister Cele to issue a strong statement against the national shutdown and assure South Africans that the SAPS and the entire security cluster is on standby to respond to violence.